Stop streaming. Are you on live? Yes, I have gone live. Let me just do the same thing right now. Let me just share the links and then let us start streaming for this New York session for today. Let me just share the link and be right back. It's already late. It is fine. Job's all done, and the 15-minute closure is going to come in 3 minutes now. Today it just got late, boys. Sorry. Big fan growth. Jay, Jay என்ன நீ ட்ரேடா ட்ரேட் பண்ணியா எதுக்கானா போயிட்டான்னு தெரியல. இல்லண்ணே இப்போ பண்ணுவோம், ஏதாவது அமைதான்னு பார்ப்போம். எதுவும் அமையல. காட்டுல மழையே இல்லாம இருக்கா? This was from yesterday. Yesterday, after the stream ended, I just did a trade. I just talked about it on the stream of this continuation move that could probably click, and it just got clicked over here. Let me just explain this trade and then just we can go into this. We don't need these lines right now. This was of yesterday's. So we just delete this and go to here. If we see over here, I just price was just coming down bearish a lot a bit, and it could, I thought it could not go furthermore, and when it just created support, I just thought I could enter up to this area over here, and that was the idea of trade over here. And when price created support, I just entered, I just thought of entering after a wick is made, and once the wick was made, I just entered on the break of the high where this candle's wick was over here, and then price closed bearish for that candle, and then next candle just popped right above and then just to TP. I think I should have just left the trade until tomorrow morning, which I did not do. But as of yesterday, I just told in the stream itself that price has a higher probability of closing bullish only, and it just closed bullish. And I also think the same thing today too. It has a higher probability of closing bullish. I do not know how much, but I think it has a higher probability of closing bullish. Coming from the daily time frame. Daily time frame as of right now is little bit bullish, not a little bit bullish. I think it is bullish over here. There's a gap. There's a gap over here. Yeah. Let me just check in my brokerage real quick. Yeah, it's bullish right now in the Honda brokerage too. What just happened? My brokerage just opened and I'm just going to be seeing there. It is bullish. It's not bearish as of right now. It is bullish. If you're going to see in the 4-hour time frame, how's it? Price is sideways right now. We could also put it this way, just sideways. But even if you are able to catch a clean move out of this sideways too, it would be good. If if price after the 7:30 closure is going to move and probably going to project an opportunity for us, we are just going to take it. And for our time frame is in like this. In the hourly time frame, how's it? Price is in like this. We do not have a definitive support or resistance or attached to these zones. If the 4 hours is going to close in like this, there's a higher probability that price would just do two things, in my opinion. It would just leave a wick up till this area and it's like go above, or just go above from here itself and then just like close rejected from this area. Those are all the two takes I think price can do. But there is a lot of things that price can do that I cannot see. At the end of the day, it is going to go however it wants to go and close however it wants to close. If we are able to see an opportunity, we will just take it home. This 7:30 closure will just pave the way for the rest of the New York session. So this is very, very important. And we'll just jump into the Harley's 1 hour time frame. How is it? I cannot see any support or resistance over here. I can just see the top support, top resistance, and it's like a bottom support. I do not think this much amount of range is we need. There is 460 pip range inside of this area itself. So 460 pip range, I do not want a range that much, or a area of trading that much. Let's just see, go into the 30-minute time frame and see if we have anything. Structure is clean over here in the 30-minute time frame. Just after today's start, just dropped clean, move bow, move bow. It's like has bullish structure into it. Apart from this one, this bearish push over from here, clean bullish structure. If we're able to mark, how about this one? I think this would be resistance. I do not think there is rejections over here. There is rejections over here on here. In 15-minute time frame, I can see rejection over this place 300. Let's just put it to 300. That is how I like it. And it's like support is over here. 750 is how I like it. Yeah. I can see clear move to this area over here. 200. 4147.200 is the top range, and that is where price could probably move if it's going to go bullish. But if it's going to go bearish, there is a probability for it too. We will see. We will see how it's going to go. This 1 hour closure is also very, very important. I would just probably do a buy if it is going to fake out from this area, go down and it's like start coming above. I would do a buy. Otherwise, I would highly I would highly recommend and also concentrate a buy above this area. Sells, I do not see sells today because there is a lot. First of all, there is a lot of zones over here, and it is away from the trend. Sells are away from the trend for today, and these candlesticks over here suggest that it has a higher probability of going bullish than bearish. If it's going to go bearish, the candle would be like, if this is going to close in like this, the candle would be like this, right? And when the candle is going to print in like this, there's probably going to be structure attested to it in the 15-minute time frame or whatever time frame it's going to be. If it's going to change off, then we can, if the trend in the shorter time frames is going to change off, and if we are able to see it, we would probably take it. So this 4 hour closure and the 1 hour closure is very, very important. And if this 1 hour is going to close bearish, this candle, the next candle is also very, very important. Are there any news is printed out? Besant. I do not know when the government shutdown in the United States is going to come off, because there is this, if this month also passes off, there's going to be 2 months of NFP pending, and I think they would just do those news at a random time. They would just release it on a Friday or on a Thursday at whatever time they decided to, and then price would just move crazy. 2 months before, I think they just did it like that, and then it's like price swooped crazy to one direction, and then it was just bad. Well, probably we should be able to be, should not should be, we would be able to catch a trade today. Yesterday was the first day of streaming back again, and there was no trades. Right after the stream ended, I just did the trade. Like I already told in the stream itself that I'm going to continue to trade, and then if there was any opportunity that comes in my way, I will definitely take it, and it just came. What do you guys all think about how price is going to go for the rest of the New York session? What are your thoughts on it? And how do you see price? And what is it going to do? What are all your thoughts? USD JPY is just going bullish. GUP is bearish. One minute till the 4 hour closure. 1 minute till the closure. And if there is any opportunity that is going to come in my way from this zone to this zone, I would probably be interested in taking it. From this area also it is rejecting, but there is also resistance tested to this area. If I am going to consider this as resistance, then what about this? Then I would need to move to this area, and then it would not make sense. I just do not want to cover price from this area to this area. Maybe if price just allows me to do so, I would definitely do it. 5 minute has clean rejections from this area too. 4 hour has closed in. 4 hours just closed, and it has closed bullish only. So I think 1 hour is also bearish. 1 hour is bearish, and then the 4 hour is also bullish. Probably this candle over here is going to close bearish, and then next candle would just start moving bullish. Yeah, that is how I see it. Right now price is just straight in 1 hour time frame, that it is ranging in between this area and this area, but there are moves to this area and this area, but it is sticking around this area to this area. So we need a break above or below. That is why I just want to consider this area to break above, not break above, for price to break above that area, because it has a move up till here and then has rejected from this place and closed below this area itself. So let's just wait and see. 500 would make sense. I was in the 5 minute time frame. 5 minute time frame, exactly good. Price is just going bullish as of right now. With this 1 hour time frame bearish candle is what is disturbing me. But if price is going to close over here bullish, then the candles are going to make sense like this. Well, we have to just wait and see if that is how candles are going to close. As of right now, I do not see that type of move. Let's just see. Just in 15 minutes itself, it's how it's going to be. Then it's just breaking above. Let's just wait for some time and see how it's going to be. There are probabilities of this candle going in here like this also. So we have to wait and see how is it going to be. If 15 minute is able to close above this area and it's like leave a wick, create a wick to the bottom side, I would just enter up to this area and also try to continue that trade into this area too. But we have to see how it's going to close. That is very important, and that is of the essence. If we're just going to wait, we just get paid. I just want a chewing gum right now. Let me just be back in a minute or so. Is this shit expired? Yeah. No, no, no. It's there until 2026. If this candle is going to close above this area over here, this present candle, then I would probably not risk so much into it. If this candle is going to close in here, and I'm just going to open up a position over here, I should like secure over here. There's only going to be only 20 pips, and I would risk a shit ton of money into it. Like 84 pips for 20 pips is not good at all. So once this candle closes above, and then if it is going to create a wick to the bottom side, I would just enter on the break of the high and then put the stop loss over here itself. But if this candle is going to close above over here, then I do not know. If price wants to close that way, then that is how it is going to close, and we would not get a trade in. But if we continue to wait from there, if we continue to wait from there, and when price presents you an opportunity or so, you would be able to get a trade in. Oh, fine, it's just pure bullish move. பாயிடா இனி பதுங்காத தேடுடா. It's just too much bullish in it. It's, it's just too much bullish. Too much bullish, boys. Either it's just too much bullish, or it does not give you enough Rs to R. It's like it has been like that yesterday, and if it's going to be like that today, it's going to be frustrating. Soon get into super singer. No, fan of your singing the day. If this candle is just able to come down and close, it would be really good for an entry. $62 pips in, and then just like I would just go up till here, 4147. There was a rejectional place in the daily time frame where it was. I want to see if price has probabilities to go till that area today. Where is it? This is how I wanted to close. I don't. Let's just focus on this area afterwards. Let me just hide it real quick. There is only 30 seconds more to closure, and we have to be active. If it would create a wick to the bottom and then it's going to provide me a stop loss where I can place my stop loss, it has closed in higher than what we have expected. Let's just wait for a stop loss. We cannot enter over here, put in this over here, and it's like over here. There is a rejectional place over here that is cleanly rejected. So I just wanna like a stop loss, a wick to be made. Let's just wait for it, and or we can just take trades above this place. Test back to this place would be very very good. We have to see if it is going to happen. Once it starts testing back, I would just enter over here. I just need that. How's it? My brokerage has to be active. If it just creates wick, it would be very very good up till this place. Let's just see if it's going to create. I just do not want to rush into this place and do a trade. Just do a low, it would be very very good. If it's just going to create a low, it would be very very good. No low. Just make it low. Price is making a low right now. Let's see if this is where it wants to lead up to. Yeah, coming down. Now it has come to whatever place I wanted it to come. Now I just want to do a buy over here, but this area is not quite very good. But I can see the probability of this candle going up to here, and we can also secure points over here. So yes, I want to do a buy over here. I would just do the stop loss wherever this candle leads up to, and that is where my stop loss is going to be. That is my idea. $4136.700 is going to be my buy stop. And then if price is going to click my buy stop, then this is going to be my stop loss, and then I'm just going to target this area 4147 on the hold. Since I cannot secure some things over here, I would try and secure some things over here, or maybe just close the trade there itself. Yes, this is an area of consideration where price has rejected, but if this is but I think if this candle is going to flip and this is going to be the stop loss, I get a good R2R and price has high probability of moving in the 4-hour time frame too. If the 15-minute time frame candle is going to close bearish, then I would just cancel the buy stop and then wait for price to break above this area, and then we target it, and then we target this zone and this zone. Let's see how it's going to be. I get 1:2 over here. Even if I'm going to shrink my take profit over here, I'm going to get 1.5 over here. So it's not going, it is not that bad of a trade, except this zone over here, which it can cleanly pass above. Let's just see. Buy stop not yet clicked. I will just say once the buy stop is activated. I will just put this here 600. If this candle is going to close in like this, bearish, but like this, I'm going to still have my buy stop and I'm not going to take it out. Let's just see how it goes. Four one four four or 500. 4144.500 is going to be the first place of concern to close profits. Actually, 4144 is not so good. It's good. And then 4147. Even if this candle is going to close like a little bit of bullish, with this 30-minute candle, it would be able to go above. And then I think with this 1 hour candle, I can see it closing over here or here, more bullish only. Like it would not want to close below and giving the time of concern too. So we have to see. I have also seen moves after this candle closes bearish, the next candle would be like this. And if that is going to happen, then we will enter above this area to just clean traffic to this area and this area. And it's like retest and go above. In 30 seconds time, I'm going to close my buy stops, which has not yet activated, which has not been activated yet. Because in 2 minutes time, I do not think it would go bullish or close however it wants to. I want it to close. I have closed my buy stops. And if this is going to close bullish, then I would enter on the break of the high over here I do not think in 1 minute time it is going to go from here to there. So even if it goes, there's going to be not a lot of problems. We just have to wait. I'm just taking this one out. 15 minute is going to close bearish only. So that is how it is going to be. We have to wait for the next candle to close and then take decisions off of it. Oh, I just put the mic. 15 minute is going to close bearish only. We have to wait till the next candle close and then have to decide what we can do about this session. Let me be back in a minute, boys. I am back. I am back. How? It is rolling down bearish right now, but it has made one thing very, very clear, that this area is of concern and this area is of no concern. So just going to delete this and then have this area. So if we see, I just want to extend this area to here, but in the 5 minute time frame it does not suit it very well. It has a clean rejection over here. How's it? It still has a rejection over here, so we just move this place to here. These are all very, very important. These zones, these rejections are very, very important. Candles always tend to react to rejectional zones like that, and closures are very, very important. Now in the 30-minute time frame, candles just go in below. I can still think of a bullish move over here. Once after the 8:30, once after 8:30 candle closes in, and this candle is going to be bearish or however it's going to close. If this candle is going to close bearish, then I think volume is just going to pour in, and candles would want to just go bullish from there on. We have to wait and see how it's going to close. If this candle is going to close bearish, and we're just getting a trade in, boys. But we have to wait and see. I just do not see bearish over here. But even if I'm going to go bearish over here, there is support to this area, which is 30 pips away from, and then support is to this area, 97 pips from here. We will see, we will see, we will see. Doing a big rejection from this area, where price just takes out all the buyers from here. You just enter right from this place on the break, on this candle closure, or like that, you just got taken down. You just got taken down. Hey, please configure both primary and backup streams correctly. Comparison of the streams failed because one of the streams has an invalid configuration. Price is just swoop into the top side, good connection. All right, price is just swooping above. We have to see if this is going to close above. All my buy stops are closed, and the problem over here is if price is going to break above this area, if it's going to give us an entry, it would be good. If not, it's going to move very, very much. I do not know. We have to wait and see. if price is going to close somewhere over here, and then I'm just going to enter from there, and I'm just going to put the stop loss over itself, not over here. Put the stop loss to here, enter wherever the price is closing, instant or break above the high or whatever that is. I would consider doing it, but price has to close above. I think it would close above. I think it has high probability of closing above. This 8 o'clock volume has come in. Usually when this daylight savings is not there, and when the 4-hour candle closes on 6:30, there will be a volume that just comes in at 7 p.m. IST. Now, since the 4-hour candle is closing 7:30 right now, volume just comes in half an hour after. That is 8 p.m. IST. That is what this is. Candle started printing sideways instant to consolidate. அப்படிதான் ஜெய் தெரியுது, பட் ஆனால் இந்த கேண்டில் இப்படி இந்த கேண்டில் வந்து இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் மேலே இல்லைன்னா இப்படி க்ளோஸ் ஆச்சுன்னா மேலே புஷ் ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். பார்ப்போம் எப்படி போகுதுன்னு. எப்படியாவது ஒரு ட்ரேட் ஆகும்போம். கேண்டில் ஸ்டார்ட். It would be very good if we just get an entry over here. If this candle do not close over here or here, and we can just make a trade in. If an opportunity comes in, and if I'm just going to do the buy or whatever that trade is, I do not care what happens afterwards. And that is how trading works. You do not need to know what is going to happen next to make money. Because if you need to know what is going to happen next to make money, then you would not enter into a trade very well. Because you would be scared of all the probabilities that could happen with price action. Because you would have seen so much things, like a couple of printings, like it would have gone up in a certain time and it would have gone down a certain time when you would have entered into a trade, and you would have all that memories into this trade too. So if the setup clicks, if the probability is there and you see a good RS2R, you just have to do it. Two minutes till closure. I do not think this is going to go from here to there. If it's going to close over here, above this zone, that's going to be trade in, boys. I would definitely do on the break above the high. Break above the high over this area. Because after this closure, if this candle is going to close in like this or much more bullish, the probability is it's going to go more bullish. It might come down bearish, but I see it can go more bullish from there on. 30 seconds, 40 seconds until closure, and it's not closing so much so good right now. If it's going to close above this area, I would try to enter over here and put the stop loss over here itself. It has to close above. I don't like borderly things. I do not like closing below. If it's going to close below, I would do the trade next candle. 4 seconds until closure. It has closed below only. Now I could enter into a trade, and then price would go about here and then just like reject and close over here. So it has closed below only, so I do not want to do a trade. You have to be rigid with your rules, boys. You have to be rigid with your rules. I would have done this buy if this candle just closed above. Just closed above. I could still do this buy by just placing my stop loss over here. How will that be? I do not see it and I do not want to do it. That is how people go down. They just don't follow the rules. They do not know what they are doing. They just do random things. You know how a lot of these people go down? They just do not follow the rules. They do not know what they are doing, and they just do, and then they just keep doing random things, and then just call it a day. All these things, not following the rules, doing random things, doing random thing, doing random things at random times, it's not going to end up very well. Which did not end up very well for me also. That is where I learned these things. Vada. Now if price is just going to close above these areas, my stream is lagging. Why? Excellent condition, stream health. Now if price is going to close above, it's going to be very good. It has also made a wick to the bottom and all. But I do not want to enter at the very top of this thing and then just like go down from there. Is there enough hours to work for me? 50 pips in, and it's like 77, 74 pips in for the loss. There is also rejection that has been made from this place too. Let's see how this 15 minute is going to close in. If this 1 hour is able to close in like this itself, then it would probably want to go above from here or just straight go above. That is how I've seen candles closing after these types of candles print. And if the candles close in right and then we have room for entry and then it's like a 0.75 risk to reward ratio plus, we will just do one. If not, we're just going to probably sort it out and then just have a trade in. If this candle is going to close above, then I would probably do a trade, put in this as stop loss, and then just from here to this area. On the break of this high. Yeah. But if this candle is going to close over here, then no trade. I think it will close over here itself. It is going to close over this range. We will leave it just so that we can get a trade in. If the candles do not just keep extending its high, even if it's going to close in this range itself, I would do an instant buy, but it has to close over this range itself. And that is the issue. Now there is volume and price would want to go above so much that you would just not get an entry. Oh, we just need an entry in, boys. Let's just hope that price would want to close above this region itself. If it is going to close, I'm just going to do a buy on the break of the high. And if it's closing tight, very tight, I'm just going to do a buy instant. How is it going to close? How is it going to close? 4 more minutes until closure. It would be a good trade if it's going to close in over here itself. We have to just wait. That is how it is. I would just secure some over here and then just like leave the rest to here. Yeah. If I would do buy, it's going to be 0.75 plus or what? Like 1:1. All right, fine. 0.95. We have to wait till the closure happens and then only we have to go. If this 5-minute candle is going to close bearish, I'm going to go on the break of the high. If this 5-minute candle is going to close bullish, I'm just going to do it instant. Oh, why? Oh, it's closing bearish right now. It's trying to close. All the strange things, all the I cannot call it strange things, but price action sometimes is just like this. If this candle is just going to close above, I would love to do an instant, like instant buys. Just go in there and then just like do it. But since this 5-minute candle is over here, I would not do it. I would do it on the break of the high. If this is going to close 30 seconds until closure, if this is going to close bearish over here, wait, it's trying to close bullish only. If it's going to close bullish, I'm going to go in here, boys, on the break of the high. Yeah. I would just target this zone and then like this zone. But it has to close above. What is this? Closing below. I would just love to do this trade just because of this candle over here. This bullish candle over here. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm just going to do a buy stop over here on the break of this high, and then I'm going to be putting my stop loss over this candle once it gets triggered. $300, even 250 is fine. 250s, and then I would not put my stop loss to here. I would just put it to here. 40 in, and it's like 70 in. Just because of the 1 hour candle, we can do it. 250 in. Just because this 1 hour candle, it has probability to go above. And I would just put the stop loss to this candle itself. Yeah, once it just triggers my buy stop, and then once it triggers my buy stop, I wanted to just continue to keep moving above. If it's just going to come, and then if it's just going to come here, then the 1 hour is going to be bearish, and I do not want that. So that is why I want to place my stop loss over here. And then triggerance over here. This 15-minute, I think it might close over here or here or here, and it's like continue to move above only. If it's just going to trigger, if it's just going to reject, or if it's just going to come down, my stop loss is not over here, so I'm not at a great risk of losing, and it's going to be fine. 500s. These candles just can continue to go. It's in bullish structure too. Only thing over here is the 15-minute just closed right at this area, and then the 1 hour is fine to go above. Let's just see. My buy stop just got triggered. My buy stop just got triggered. I just like 180. 180, and I'm putting my stop loss to like 500. I'm just going to do my TP to this place. 4144.500. 4144.500. 4144.500. 0.75 plus exactly at 0.76 risk to reward ratio. So we'll just see how it goes. Right now, as of right now, it's going good. Let's just see how the 5 minute has closed in. 5 minute has closed in very good. Let's just see. We're in, boys. We're in for the trade. Four one four seven also looks good, but I do not want to do it. Let's just stick to this area and see how it goes. Da, 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 da. As of right now, it's going good, and the 5 minute time frame has high probability of moon about 2. But I would say in this candle itself, if it's just going to go here, it's just too much volume and push. But if that is how charts are going to be, that is how it's going to be, boys. We cannot say nothing about it. Really close to my area and just clicked out. Done. Just did a trade live, just did a buy stop over here, and then it just went to my take profit area. It just got clicked in my brokerage too. Very good trade. Very good trade. We just entered into this trade just because of the 1 hour time frame. Just because of the 1 hour time frame. Why? Because it was bullish and it had probability to go above. Let me just write the timestamps of this trade, so later I can use it down. My take profit just clicked over here, and it was a 0.75 plus risk to reward trade. Usually I like to go 0.75 plus, and it just happened. Very good trade, boys. Very good trade over here. Did you guys all just take it or what, or leave it? Did you guys take it or leave it? I think if it's just continue to I think it's just going to continue to move above from here to this place, and I just closed over here. This is just a good area to close, and yes. Did you guys take the trade or no? Oh, volume is just clicking. You just got above. I think it even has the probability to go up till this area over here, where the weekly just made a rejection. not the weekly, the daily time frame. This place, it has probabilities to go about there, but I just cashed in a little bit of a move from this trade. This is exactly what you want. You just need a piece of a move, not the entire move. If you get an entire move, it is just very good and it is good. I do not want to talk lash about it. It's just very good. But what you need, what you really need is just piece of a move from a session. And I just got one. And the price is just moving above to that area over there. I think it's just going to continue to move to that area for the rest of the day, and I'm just happy that I just got a trade in and it just clicked. Is there any news published for this much amount of volume? Nope. Even if there is going to be any news published, it would just come out in due time, like 7 to 8 minutes after only. So oh, volume is just hidden. Oh, volume is just hidden so much deep in the gut. It's just hidden. Oh, I think somebody must have. I think somebody must have talked something. House to hey, house to vote on bill to end shutdown around 7 p.m. Wednesday. I think today the shutdown is going to end. Let me just be back in a minute or so. I just came back. What has happened? Volume is just strife in the price above. Holy shit. SRC bro. SRC bro. What is SRC? What is SRC? What is SRC? I just do probability effects. What is SRC, 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 SRC? Must be Smart Raja concepts. No, 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 no. No SRC. This is just probability effects, and I just trade this way. Thanks for watching the stream, Saravanan Saran. Thank you. Bye. Tamil bro, yes, I'm Tamil. நான் தமிழ் தாங்கண்ணே. தமிழ் நல்லா பேசுவேன். தமிழ் தான். House to vote on bill to end shutdown around 7 p.m. EST. This is why price has moved with so much amount of volume, I think. If I just left this trade on for just a bit more, just a bit more for 5 minutes or so, it would have been very good. But right now also it's very good. I think they're going to just end the government shutdown in the United States of America, and it is the official, not the official thing from the White House, but from the CNBC.com. They have released an article that they're going to end shutdown around 7 p.m. ET. That is going to be almost 7 p.m. I don't know. The government shutdown is going to just end. Yes. Tamil bro, yes. ஆயிடா இனி பதுங்காது. சரண் ப்ரோ, நீங்க இன்னும் இருக்கீங்கன்னா நம்ம டிஸ்கவுண்ட் குரூப்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க. Oh, that's the other area. It has also crossed this rejection area from here too. Sure. I already said it in this stream that it has high probability to also cross above this area today, and it can be bullish for today. And not only the candle has closed bullish, I think it is going to close bullish for the close and move bullish for the rest of the day. But also it has closed above this area where I earlier called it on this stream that it's just going to close above this area. But let's just focus And I also said that let's just focus on this area over here, and that is what we did. And price just did those two things what I just earlier called it on over here. This week has been so far so good. I've done 3 trades: Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday New York session I did a trade. Tuesday also I did one. Today also I did one. So far so good. கிருஷ்ணகுமார் வாங்க இவனே உதயசூரியனா என்னங்க ஸ்டிக்கர் போட்டிருக்கீங்க? உதயசூரியன். I just think it would likely create some kind of a support to this zone, and it's like probably go above if the 1 hour is going to close bullish in like this itself, and it would continue to go above probably for the rest of the session, since it is what the trend is. I'm saying it like that, but it can also come down. I do not know how price is going to react if they are going to end the government shutdown today. I do not know. I have not been trading while there was a government shutdown in the United States. Last time I think it happened around like last Trump presidential period. This time it has happened. I think price, I do not know, because there is 2 months of reports pending of the CPI, NFP, and these kinds, and there is NFP coming in Friday, I think. Yes, no, they have just removed it also. I just saw. And CPI, I do not know if it's going to come out or no. Last month's CPI is also pending. This month's CPI, I think if they end the government shutdown, they will still put it in pending, but I do not know. We cannot say that for so sure because that is of government news. Probably the next, where's my trade? Probably the next trade idea over here would be if it's going to retest back into this range and then create like a support kind of something over here. That is like if it's going to print a bearish candle over here and then a bearish candle over here and then a bullish candle over here, I would just chase wherever the high is being made or wherever this resistance was made until that, and then it would just print in like this. I would also look at it as an opportunity, but as of right now we did a trade in. Timestamp 130 hours. Did you all trade today or what? Did you guys all trade today or what? If you would have tuned into this live stream, this was a great opportunity to trade, boys. This was a good opportunity and it was clean too, and it had a lot of volume to it. And if you did not even have a take profit in place, now you would have been flying. Now you would have been flying. Price has a high probability of retesting right now, not this one. Retesting or creating a low, because it has moved so much to the top side now. Now it would want to come a little bit like pulling back, and it's like so that it can continue the move to the top side. So if it would make a pullback, it would be fine, and from there you can look for opportunities to continue on to the bullish side of the markets. I think it would continue to go bullish, and if you can spot another opportunity over here, it would be really good for you to trade. It's just pushing so much to the top side. Somebody talks something. It's just closing very much higher only. I thought maybe it would do a pullback, but it's not doing a pullback. It's just pushing up front straight. If this is how it is going to be, and price pushing in like this, I think there is high probability that candles would want to push more to the top side over here. But I think I do not want to think anything. Let's just leave it out, leave out everything for tomorrow, and then see if there is going to be a rejection in place over here. It would be really good. it would be really good for price to come up to this area and then just like start going above again. Price just closed in bullish only over here, and it's just going bullish. It's just continuing to go bullish. Bar in central bank. AI on central bank as the news out. It's just continuing to go above. We just did a trade live over here. Let me just finally explain on why we did the trade and how it just got triggered and then it's like how it moved. Okay, in the 1 hour time frame, the candle just closed bullish over here like this. Okay, with this candle closure, there's a high probability that the next candle would also want to move to the top side from there. So once the wick was created, I just had a resistance over this place, like price rejected from these zones over here. So what I did was, once price closed bullish in here and it's like made a wick from here, made a wick to here, this place over here. I just thought we can make a buy over here on the break above the high of the previous candle and just like put the stop loss to here. And then once it triggered, it just started to move down. It's like straight crash into my take profit area and then just like continue to go more bullish. Initially, I did not have these areas over here, this area over here. This is just a projection of the daily time frame in the higher time frames, and price just got triggered. This is, in my opinion, this is what you really need. You do not need the entire of them. You do not need a complete entire move. You just need a piece of it, and that is what I got in this session, and I just made money live. Okay, and that is how I made a trade. Price is just continuing to move bullish over here. I do not know why. Maybe because of this news, house to vote. I think this might be. And also this news, this is of 6 hours ago and this is of 25 minutes ago. Conference vote, Paulson. I I like to read these newses and stay in update with my field, that is foreign exchange trading, because these news are important. Like fundamentally have to be like intact with these types of newses, which is very important. And price is just continuing to go above. It's just bleeding above. It's just moving about so much. I also called it out on this stream that price may, it has so moved so much to the bullish side, it may make a pullback over here, but it's just continuing to move bullish. And that is how price is sometimes, not sometimes, all the time. Okay, it just moves however it wants to move and closes however it wants to close. You just have to be available to perceive what the market is closing in like. If you can see the probability of something happening and you have a good risk to reward ratio and you can see the setup is very good, you have to just go in there. I just called it out on the stream. Maybe like price could make a pullback, but this is how price is all the times. It just goes however it wants to go and closes however it wants to close. You have to make yourself available what for what the price what for what price is doing. All right, boys. Thanks for watching the stream. I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to be continuing to trade until like 10 o'clock IST. That is 10 p.m. IST. Thanks for watching the stream. Make sure to subscribe. I will be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. IST, and stream New York sessions tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Thanks for the support. Keep watching. Thank you all. Thank you everybody. Thanks for watching the stream. I'm going to end the stream. Let's just tune in tomorrow and just like make good trades and make some money. All right. Bye boys. See you all. See you all tomorrow, 7 p.m. IST. Make sure to subscribe and see you all tomorrow. Bye.